going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of Manchester City's away game against West Ham. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Do leave a thumbs up, 100 likes is the aim. Finally, wanted to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, BetMate. They're running a Premier League Saturday 3 PM special pot made up of Aston Villa taking on Crystal Palace, Fulham taking on Luton Town, Manchester United taking on Brighton and Hove Albion, Tottenham Hotspur taking on Sheffield United, and West Ham United taking on Manchester City. It's a £500 pot, paying up to the top 25 places, 150 quid for the winner. It's a free app to download. The link is in the description. It is available to anyone who is 18 years old or over. It is available only in the UK. If you use code JSGC10 on sign up, you'll get £10 in free bets, and you can join this pot for free using them free bets. There's lots of other pots available, not just this, but you've got both teams to score full-time results. I've got big prizes involved in them as well. It's a great app. Go and check it out. Links and details there in the description. I'll speak more about BetMate later in the video. Finally, if you are going to gamble, please remember to gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So, on to the match information. Match taking place at the London Stadium. It's Premier League match day number 5. And finally, we get Premier League football back after a long 2-week international break. This game taking place on Saturday, 16th of September 2023 with a 3 PM BST kickoff time. The game isn't being broadcast live in the UK. It is on the blackout, so you are going to have to head to the online streams to be able to watch this game. City do still continue this run of a 3 PM blackout games. We've still got 2 more consecutive Premier League matches to go after this as well. So yeah, there we go. Saturday 3 PMs. Anyone that is heading down to London for this game, do have a great time. So let's speak about our opponents. West Ham United, formed in 1895, just 1 year after Manchester City formed. Some interesting facts about them. They're nicknamed the Hammers. They're the 3-time FA Cup champions. They're the 2-time League Cup champions. They've never won a top division title, but they are the 1-time European Cup Winners' Cup champions, and most recently, they're the 1-time Europa Conference League winners from last season as well. They're led by manager David Moyes. They currently find themselves 4th in the Premier League on 10 points from 4 games, with 3 wins and 1 draw, winning 3 games in a row heading into this game. Safe to say, international break didn't come at the right time for West Ham. Same can be said here for Manchester City, with 4 wins from 4 in the Premier League. The international break just simply hasn't fallen at the right time, and how we've got 2 in form, fantastic teams going toe for toe, that it's not been broadcast live in the UK. So there we go. Anyway, in terms of their form, as I said, they've won the last 3, beating Chelsea at home 3-1, Brighton away 3-1, and most recently Luton away from home 2-1 after drawing their first game away from home against AFC Bournemouth 1-1. Having a look at some of their danger men in their team, new signing Mohammed Kudus coming in from Ajax, plays in midfield, tends to play in a more attacking role, could be starting in this game. Edson Alvarez, brought in from Ajax, defensive midfielder, could also be starting this game. It's very much a lot of change in West Ham's midfield. They've brought in James Ward-Prowse from Southampton, so that makes set play a big problem here as well. With Declan Rice leaving, West Ham have chosen to add lots more depth to their midfield and managed to keep hold of Lucas Paqueta, so he could well be starting in this game. I'm expecting to see Jarrod Bowen starting alongside Benrahma, with Bowen on the right wing, Benrahma on the left wing, and Michail Antonio starting up top in an attacking front 3. Looking towards the back, I'm expected to see Aguerd and Zuma starting as their 2 centre-backs. Could be seeing Koufal potentially, depends on his injury status for this game, starting at right back, with Emerson at left back, with Areola starting in goal. You've got other players as well around their squad, Pablo Fornals, Aaron Cresswell, Ogbonna, Cornet, Ings. It's a good, solid team, decent team that one, and won't be easy, of course, for Manchester City. Now, we have had some injury news from West Ham, and Koufal picked up an injury during international duty. I think he's touch and go for this game. Not sure if we're going to see him or not. James Ward-Prowse, again, another player that's touch and go. He had a week off to get over a knock that he picked up before the international break. So again, like I said, don't really know his injury status. Again, is he going to be risk, touch and go as to whether we're going to see these players in this game? So I am expecting them to be starting Areola in net. I reckon Kufal will be risked. I reckon he'll start with Zuma, Aguerd and Emerson as their back four. I think it'll be Alvarez, Paqueta and Kudus starting as their midfield three, with Bowen out on the right wing, Benrahma on the left wing and Antonio starting up top, with James Ward-Prowse potentially missing out with that knock. Depends on how what his injury status is heading into this game. But West Ham unbeaten, Man City unbeaten, two teams that are hitting a bit of form. Interesting game. Proper banana skin, this one for Manchester City as well. Now, Manchester City formed in 1894 as Manchester City, formed 14 years before that in 1880 under the name St. Mark. Some interesting facts about Manchester City: treble winners, current Premier League champions. We've got 9 top division titles, 7-time FA Cup winners, 8-time League Cup champions, and 1-time European Super Cup winners, 1-time European Cup winners, champions, and also 1-time European Cup winners as well. Never gets boring saying that. Now, led by manager Pep Guardiola, he's back in Manchester. He will be in charge in the dugout and on the touchline for Manchester City for this game. After the last couple of games, we've seen the assistant Juan Marlilo taking charge of Manchester City, but Pep Guardiola is back for this game. City currently find themselves first in the Premier League, the only team that's won all 4 of their games in the Premier League so far. Manchester City beat Burnley away from home 3-0 in our opening game. We beat Newcastle at home 1-0, Sheffield United away 2-1, and Fulham at home 5-1 in our last game. There's dangers just about everywhere across the pitch for Manchester City. In terms of injury news, Kevin De Bruyne out. Still got another at least 4 months left before he's come back and in contention for Manchester City. John Stones should be returning in time for this game. Nathan Ake did pick up a little knock during the international break, but could be good to go here. I've heard that Kovacic has picked up a back strain and potentially could miss out again. It's all about, does City want to risk Nathan Ake and Mateo Kovacic heading into this game or not, considering we're going to be playing every 3 to 4 days throughout September, with lots of games coming thick and fast, including the start of our Champions League campaign starting in midweek as well. So lots to think about here for Manchester City. So I am expecting maybe a little bit of rotation, but not too much here from Manchester City. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now. I'm going for Ederson to start in goal. I think it will be Walker, Dias, Gvardiol, Akanji playing a little bit further afield into midfield, and he can drop a little bit deeper, and Gvardiol will move into left back if we want to go with a back 4. Rodri, Bernardo Silva and Julian Alvarez making up the rest of midfield for Manchester City. I think we'll start with Phil Foden on the right wing, Jack Grealish on the left wing, and Erling Haaland starting up top for Manchester City. Jeremy Doku could be getting minutes here for Manchester City. Mateus Nunes could well be making his debut for City as well. There's lots of options there, though. As I said, John Stones returning back. Do we want to rush him back? Nathan Ake, touch and go for this game. Mateo Kovacic, touch and go for this game as well. Are we going to see them? We've got other players as well, the likes of Rico Lewis as well, I'm expecting to see on the bench as well. So Man City's team, if we do have Kovacic and Ake good to go, our bench should look a lot stronger, and it'll just be Kevin De Bruyne missing. But it's Man City and injuries. We always get injuries, don't we? Anyway, moving on, go for my score prediction. And I can see this being a pretty close game, to be honest. I don't see there being that many goals. I can see it being pretty tight just after the international break. Both teams looking maybe a little bit disjointed, a bit of a slow start to this game as well. I think Man City will go in 0-0 at half-time, and I think City will go out there second half with a point to prove, and we'll go out there and win this game. I'm going 2-0 Manchester City, going for a brace for Erling Haaland. Both goals coming in the second half. Now, in terms of my betting tips, Haaland anytime, got to back him, scored a hat-trick in his last game. I fancy him to score again in this game. I reckon if Phil Foden starts in this game, I reckon he's going to score or assist at any time here for Manchester City. If I had to go with yellow cards, I'm going for 30 plus booking points. If you want me to back a City player that's maybe going to pick up a yellow card, I'd go with Ruben Dias. Now, moving on to today's video sponsor, BetMate. It's a Saturday 3 PM special. You can pick 2 players from each team, 150 quid for the winner. Link is in the description. It's a £5 entry fee. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up. You'll get £10 in free bets. You can use them free bets to to join this pot for free. I've selected Leno of Fulham in goal for me. I've gone with Cash and Porro. Cash of Aston Villa, Porro of Tottenham Hotspur. My midfield made up of vice-captain Phil Foden and Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United. Up top, I've got Heung-min Son and Erling Haaland as my captain. On the bench, I've got Martinez, the goalkeeper from Aston Villa. Dunk from Brighton as the defender. Paqueta from West Ham here in midfield. And I've got Rashford of Manchester United as the striker. That's my BetMate team. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be enough for me to get at least a placed finish in this. It's paying up to the top 25 players, so we'll see. Hopefully, first place, 150 quid as well. If you want to come and join me on BetMate, do feel free. Links and details, they are in the description. So, there we go. That has been today's preview. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and check out my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok links. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for the sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, and I'll see you all again for my live watch along, live 2:30 p.m. BST on Saturday for you guys to look forward to. I'll have the link out to that tomorrow for you to set your reminders. That'll be my next video, so I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.